It's my honor to be part of this very distinguished gathering on a very, very important and meaningful occasion. I'm thankful to the team, Other Books, for having me as part of an important group of dignitaries. It's a great honor to stand before you as we mark a moment of great intellectual and moral significance. That is the release of the French translation of Annihilation of Caste, the seminal work of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. It gives me immense pleasure to join you this evening for the release of this text, one of the most courageous and intellectually uncompromising works of modern India. When Dr. Ambedkar first penned this text in 1936, he was not merely arguing against an unjust social order. He was calling up all of us to rethink the very idea of human equality and dignity. He gave voice to a truth that remains very urgent and significant even in today's world, that no society can call itself just if it denies equality to any of its members. His words still challenges, almost even a century later, to examine how deeply injustice can be woven into the fabric of culture and belief, and to the very structure of our society. This is a text that spoke with a great level of courage and clarity, seeking not just to reform religion or society, but to awaken the conscience of humanity. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar remains profoundly relevant today because his ideas offer one of the clearest frameworks for confronting cultural inequality, structural inequality, defending human dignity, and deepening democracy in the 21st century. He analyzed caste as a system of greater inequality that dehumanizes entire communities and corrupts the moral core of society, rather than just a set of discriminatory practices. His insistence on the annihilation of the structural oppression, rather than a mere reform, speaks directly to contemporary anti-discrimination movements worldwide. We are aware that in contemporary times, Ambedkar has been hugely misappropriated. We are familiar, particularly people in this part of the world, have heard a kind of a newfound controversy on the ideas of Ambedkar and how his ideas have been selectively used as an Islamophobic trope. The Hindutva outfits are trying to recast Dr. Ambedkar primarily as a Hindu nationalist and even as an enemy of the Muslim appeasement, masking his insistence on a secular state and burying his warning that democracy cannot survive under graded inequality. Ambedkar's idea that constitutional morality is not a natural sentiment, it has to be cultivated, speaks directly to today's crisis of authoritarianism, communalism, and institutional capture. This occasion reminds us that translation itself is an act of justice, an act that ensures ideas born in one language and context may empower people around the world. And I see this translation and publication not just as a literary milestone, but as an act in pursuit of justice. This translation and publication open a profound Indian text, one that challenged the moral foundations of social hierarchy and graded inequality to readers across the Francophone world. This powerful work now enters a new linguistic and cultural space, allowing French readers, scholars, students, and general audience alike access not only to Ambedkar's argument, but also to his moral vision, a vision of a society free from hierarchies of birth and bound instead by mutual respect and shared humanity. In many ways, this translation feels like a homecoming. By translating this work into French, we are reaffirming the global nature of his ideas, the ideas of liberty, equality, and fraternity, which shaped the French Republic, also form the moral foundations of Ambedkar's thought. His call for these ideas finds powerful echoes here. We are reminded that the struggle for justice transcends borders, languages, and centuries, and by reading him in French, we are able to see how these ideals, though born in a different history, speak the same ethical language. I'm happy that the translator, the French translator, Dr. Eleanor, and the Persian translator, Hoda, are present amidst us. We very happily and wholeheartedly acknowledge their presence amidst us this evening. I extend my congratulations to the translator, Dr. Eleanor, and the publisher, Other Books, who undertook this demanding task with utmost intellectual sensitivity and dedication. Translation, as we know, is never a mechanical act. It demands interpretation, empathy, and trust. This translation invites everyone for a living dialogue. Ambedkar never intended his writings to be monuments. He intended them to be instruments for reflection and reform. I hope this text will spark new dialogues in the larger global context, with the translation being planned in multiple global languages by Other Books, and I'm hopeful that it would certainly provoke questions about justice, identity, and the enduring struggles to live as equals in the Indian context as well as in the larger global context. And I once again thank the team Other Books for having me on board today, and I congratulate everyone involved in this very important project today, and thank you once again for this opportunity.